Hey, Lexi, I got a quiz for you.
Yeah?
No, I mean, I've got quizzes to do on the show because we're going to do the quiz episode, remember?
Yeah!
So let's get the conversation started. Hello and welcome to Lexicon. It is Maddie.
Lexi.
Dylan.
And joining us today are...
Casey.
And...
Danny.
And we're going to be doing some quizzes today. One of our favorite things to do on the show. Both trivia-related quizzes and personality-based quizzes. We've got a whole spate of quizzes ready to go, so we're going to dive straight into it. And we're going to start with one that I found for the group.
Oh, Mikey's here too again!
Oh, special guest star Mikey. Here to provide some commentary.
What?
So first up, I have from BuzzFeed.
Ooh, BuzzFeed.
This 80s kids quiz will be easy for old millennials and young Gen Xers. Everyone else will flop it.
Oh no.
And since we have 2 young Gen Xers and 2 Gen Zers, this
Old
should be
and
interesting.
middle Gen Z.
No millennials in the house.
That is fact.
Wait, actually, Johnny's technically not even Gen Z, is he?
Nope, he's Gen Alpha.
He's the best.
All right, this is coming to us courtesy of Brian Galindo from the BuzzFeed staff. It was posted on January 18th, 2021. So I think we're just going to... We thought about doing this a number of different ways, and we can switch up as we go, but I think we'll just go around the room and take turns throwing in our guess.
Alright.
We're going to start that way at least.
We should start with Lexi or Dylan.
Yeah, well, definitely, because you and I are going to give it away. Yeah, we might have to say some of them together, me and you. All right, Alex and Dylan, there's a picture on the TV screen. People listening to the podcast, of course, can't see it, but you all can. What TV show is this, featuring what looks like 2 parents and 4 children?
Do we have options?
Nope.
No options?
No?
I have no idea.
I'd like some options.
No.
Oh.
The funny thing is, I just accidentally revealed the
I know.
So would it help at all if I told... No, don't look! Oh, wait,
Is that
there are
not
options.
options?
There are
Those are
options.
options,
Okay,
okay.
I lied. There are options.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess Family Ties because it's the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, that one got kind of screwed up. It's, of course, Family Ties, the series
What,
that
buddy?
kicked off the career of
I know
Michael J.
what they
Fox.
What is it?
Toothpaste, and another toothpaste, and then...
No, it's 2 parents and 4 kids. Kind of like our house, just with 1 less kid.
That's the other kid!
I think some of the kids look like adults.
Mallory. Don't know the little kid's name. What was his name in the show? His name's Michael in real life. Alex. And what was Justine Bateman's name in the show?
Valerie.
No, because the
That's
youngest one.
Mallory.
This is Mallory. It's not Mallory and Valerie. It's Mallory. It's Alex P. Keaton. It's Mallory.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck! I can't remember.
Okay.
And I don't remember the little kid at all.
And he came later.
Obviously. All right. So now we're gonna skip an advertisement. All right. What is the name of this book?
Can you get the choices?
Yeah. I'm gonna give the choice. I just thought we'd all take in the.
We'd look at the
cover.
picture.
All right. It's a hand-drawn cover by
By James Marshall.
I was gonna say that's not the title on the screen because I guess those are the authors: Harry Allard and
An
James
author and
Marshall,
an illustrator.
or an author and editor. Yeah. My teacher's an alien. Miss Nelson is missing, and Wayside School is.
I'm gonna say
falling down.
Miss Nelson is missing
I guess
because I
it should-
don't say the teacher.
Should I have clicked on the top one? Does it matter? I mean, I guess
I think
I know what the
maybe
answer
supposed to.
is, but just
Okay.
wanted to.
Miss
Do
Madison
you have-
is missing.
Yeah,
No,
I guess.
yeah, I think the
Honestly,
missing
I'm
one
not
maybe.
familiar with this book. Casey, are you familiar with this book at all?
No.
So what do you think it is, Dylan?
Miss Nelson is missing.
Yeah, same.
It does look like there's a teacher missing.
And that's what Johnny said too.
All right, well, we'll click on it because I don't have a clue.
Yeah, me neither.
That is correct.
Good job.
Yay.
All right, this looks like something that the kids in the house could answer. When you bought a Nintendo, what was
Duck
the
Hunt.
other game that came with Super Mario Bros?
Duck Hunt.
I was gonna go with Dylan.
This is somewhat misleading though because
That
I had the pack that came with the Power Pad, so I got Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt and Track and Field in a triple cart. And also early on when they had the Rob the Robot package, did one of the Rob games come packaged in?
I assume so.
Gyromite or
Stack.
But it said the original when Nintendo
well, the original
first
Rob,
came out.
Rob was in the original. That was the original pack because they used Rob the Robot to help get it into toy stores because it was after the video game crash, and stores were reluctant to stock video games, so they had Rob the Robot to make it look more like a toy.
Interesting.
I would love to have a Bob.
But yeah, Duck Hunt is the correct answer of the choices. They offer Duck Hunt, Donkey Kong, and Miss Pac-Man.
Nice.
Okay, here we go. Book It. Book It was a reading program that was partnered with which restaurant chain? Casey, I talk about this all the time. It's one of my favorite memories from childhood.
But you know it's still a program, right?
Well, I ain't in school anymore.
I signed Johnny up for it, but homeschoolers.
I was
Yeah,
homeschoolers can count too.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
There's
Anyway,
one.
anyway,
Okay.
the options are Fuddruckers, McDonald's, and Pizza Hut.
I was gonna go Pizza Hut.
Same.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. I used to. Oh man, when I get my little certificate at the end of the week, get a personal pepperoni pan pizza from Pizza Hut. That was a good time.
Nice.
For the record, does anybody know what Fuddruckers is?
I've heard of it.
It is a
but no.
burger joint where it is like
We had one
you
here.
like-
Ah.
I think the big conceit of the place is like you get your burger, you can customize it however you want to. There's like kind of a burger bar where you can put all your toppings and stuff on. I've been to one once.
Nice.
We went to the one here in Winston when we first moved here to Winston. It was right where what is
I
that
don't
place called now? Over near the Chinese restaurant and stuff on Haynes Mall. But it shut down shortly after,
I
and then it
dispute that. I
became.
don't think we ever went to a Fuddruckers here.
Yes, we did.
I don't
We
know.
went to
Anyway.
It's the first.
we went to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar over
Nope.
there.
We went to Fuddruckers, and it was one of the first things you and I ate at here.
No way. We've eaten at Five Guys. We've eaten at Bad Daddy's. We've never eaten at Fuddruckers together. Anyway, let's move along.
You weren't even alive, child.
What was former actor, governor of California, and president of the United States Ronald Reagan's favorite candy? Skittles, M&M's, or jelly beans?
I want to say
I'm gonna go-
jelly
Daddy.
beans.
I'm gonna go
And
Skittles.
there's an M&M.
Johnny
Yeah.
said all three.
I'll take all three as long as the jelly beans are Starburst jelly
just-
beans. But I don't know. Do you remember any candy associated with
It's probably
Reagan
gonna be
specifically?
M&M's. But I'm gonna go Skittles.
I know I've heard of a
I
I
candy.
think I do remember
It's
about him having like the
probably
bowl of candy on his head. I think maybe it is M&M's.
It's probably M&M's. I think.
I don't think it was jelly beans, but it could
No,
be.
I don't think it was jelly beans either.
I think I do
go
remember
M&Ms.
the stories about him having like the bowl of candy on his desk in the Oval
Okay,
Office.
let's try.
I just love them.
It was jelly beans!
I just say
Oh, what movie is this? We see a little robot and an odd-looking fellow and a young woman with some statues behind them. I saw this movie in theaters.
I saw a nostalgic.
I've seen it, but I
Yeah, that's what
It's either
Return to Oz.
Return to Oz, Labyrinth, or The Last Unicorn.
That's
Well, I
Return to
know
Oz.
it's
I'm pretty
not
sure.
Labyrinth.
It is Return to Oz. It's the sequel to The Wizard of Oz.
I wasn't aware they ever made
Saw it in
just saw
theaters. Yeah, there's multiple. I think there's even more books.
Gosh.
You didn't know The Wizard of Oz was books?
I'm sure I knew that at some point.
All right, which of these brands was not a popular shoe brand in the
In
80s?
the 80s.
Skechers, LA Gear, or British Knights?
I've
Ironically
never
enough, they're
heard of
showing a
British
pair of
Knights.
Nikes in the picture.
Yeah.
I just
I'm
Those
gonna
are Air Jordans.
I'm gonna go British Knights because I've never even heard of them now.
Alex, you want to take a guess?
I'm willing to agree with Dylan.
Wait.
What did Johnny say he was going with?
I just Ozzy.
Okay.
All three.
Yeah.
Always oldie.
Well, guys, the answer is Skechers wasn't a thing in the 80s. LA Gear and British Knights.
Signal.
Sketches is my guess because I know that's more associated with our
they're
generation.
newer.
They're probably 90s, but yeah,
Yeah.
British Knights and LA Gear are big sneakers in the 80s. I had a pair of LA Gears, a pair of LA Gear that had the light in the back of the sole, or this isn't the sole, but the bottom of the shoe had, and you could actually take them out.
Interesting.
Yeah, I traded a pair of
I know the answer.
$125 Deion
And
Sanders.
if y'all don't know the answer, I feel sorry for y'all.
What was the female counterpart to the My Buddy toy?
I don't know, but that looks like a
I
cabbage
see
patch.
Ozzy.
It's my little sister, kid sister, or little sis. So definitely working on a theme. Yes, we know you know. We know I know. Let's give the Zoomers a chance to answer.
Pretty sure it's
Daddy.
Kid Sister.
I'll just go with you. You're way more likely to know.
Just Ozzy.
My buddy and me. Kid sister.
Just kid
Kid sister and
I
me.
never had either.
Really? I had a My Buddy
I
doll.
kind of wanted a My Buddy, but look, I had so many fucking toys. I can't complain.
I know what that movie
All
is.
right, what movie is this? Starring Goldie Hawn and a troop of what looks like Girl Scouts. Adventures in Trying to Be Scouts, Camp Cucamonga, or Troop Beverly Hills. Fun fact: I've never seen this movie, but my parents were big fans of it.
Yeah, I'll
I've
follow
seen
you
it.
on
I
this.
like it.
I have no idea.
Don't be over there trying
He's
to find.
not. He's sending us a lot more.
You don't have a
quizzes.
guess? Dylan, do you have a guess?
You got multiple choice. You should at least give it a guess.
I think it's one of the last
I'm
two.
going. It's a 50-50 chance.
Tell them what it is, Casey.
It's true, Beverly Hills.
Okay.
Just Ozzy.
All right. Which of these was not a book series in the 80s? Goosebumps, The Babysitter's Club, or Sweet Valley High? Obviously all series of books, but clearly one not from the 80s.
See, this is tough because a lot of this I very much
Auntie,
associate with the 90s kids.
I have no idea. Well,
I'm going to
Ozzy.
guess, even though it's probably wrong.
All three is not the answer for
Goosebumps.
any of these, Johnny.
I just Ozzy.
I feel like it could easily be any of them.
you can't pick all three.
But I'm going to guess.
Dylan,
Why
which
don't
one do
pick
you guess?
something?
He's just going with me, I think.
Well, he needs to make a decision for himself.
Sweet
I don't
Valley
know
High.
everybody.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think Sweet Valley High was around by the 80s.
I don't know what most of these are.
I'm more
I know
familiar with.
I can honestly say I've read all 3 series.
I'm just
of
not
books.
sure which one.
I'm
is
thinking
90s.
maybe Goosebumps is 90s.
I know that all of them were around by.
So
now.
Dylan said Sweet Valley High. Lexi said, what did you say?
I
wait,
said
Sweet
Goosebumps.
Valley High was already around.
Huh?
I said Goosebumps.
And Lexi said Goosebumps. Johnny, which one do you think? Goosebumps, Babysitter's Club, or Sweet Valley High?
I did that with everybody.
Yeah.
You can't.
It's fine.
There's not a chance.
It's
Sweet Valley
Goosebumps.
High.
No, it's Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
It is Goosebumps.
Oh!
All right.
I know the rival.
On Jim and the Holograms,
Yes.
what was the name of the rival band? And fun fact, I didn't watch this cartoon. I didn't really even remember it existing. I only know this more looking back, like people saying, "Oh, Jim." I'm like, I don't know.
I did watch
know.
this at Grandpa's house one time. Like when we all went for
Okay,
the
so
holidays.
did they compete with the Misfits, the Pizzazzes, or the Starlights?
Fidget
I-
and Fidget.
I'm gonna guess Misfits. That
Yeah, that'd be
sounds
my guess.
right.
Well, that's a real band. Maybe
Yeah,
not from the 80s, but
That's a real band.
Missed it.
it could be the Starlights.
I have a
don't
feeling
know.
it's the Starlights or the Pizzazzes. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm pretty sure it's not
Starlight.
Pizzazzes.
Stop, right?
No.
Oh,
It
we're
was the
wrong.
freaking Misfits.
I'm out.
Ow.
I'm not representing Gen X very well.
Okay, I think
Okay.
I'm done fine quizzes. now.
Okay, good.
What is this
I so
educational
loved that
toy
at the
called?
time I had one.
It's a little red handheld electronic game
It
made by
looks-
Texas Instruments.
It looks like an older version of something I had.
It's a very neat looking little thing.
I have no idea.
For all the toys that I had as a child, this was not one of them.
I'm sorry.
Think there's them
It's
playboy.
either a spell and learn, a touch and speak, or a speak and spell. And reading the names now, I know what it is because I recognize one of those
I'm
names.
gonna say speak and spell.
But I
Don't
didn't
sound
personally
best.
have one.
Yeah, speak and spell maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's speak and spell.
Because I see like
That's
it
the
has
only-
a speaker and
That's the
stuff.
only
Speak
name
about
I read. Well, I mean, you have speak here too, and
Yeah, but
you
that-
can
I feel
learn
like-
via the speaker.
Yeah, but I just feel like they would have promoted that it makes sound.
And plus, speak and spell sounds the best.
Oh, this
Oh, no.
I love this show.
And
On Small Wonder, what was Vicky's secret?
Wobot.
She was a superhero.
Robot.
She was an alien, or she was a robot.
Wobot.
robot.
I was gonna say alien.
No, the boys were right. She was
Okay.
a robot. All right, in Back to the Future Part 2, Marty McFly travels to what year in the
2015.
future?
2015.
2015, 2025,
It's
or
2015.
2005?
Everyone knows.
2015.
2015.
2015.
I remember all the memes.
8 years ago at this point.
Yep.
2015.
He-Man and She-Ra were, the multiple choices are twins, boyfriend and girlfriend, or random individuals selected by the Guardians of Eternia to protect the universe.
Twins.
That's
Button
one,
and
of course.
Durden.
No.
No, Johnny, no.
What did he
Twins.
say?
He guessed boyfriend and girlfriend. Alright, on Out of This World, how would Evie freeze time? By snapping her fingers, by wiggling her index finger on her right hand in a squiggle movement, or by putting the tips... There's a typo in this quiz. It says by putting but it's by putting the tips of her 2 index fingers together.
Me neither. They're not something I ever watched either.
This is my favorite show
The
from the...
easiest one would be snapping the fingers. Mine is either I'm saying
That's
it's
been
snapping
done,
the
like,
point-
million
This is the show.
times?
This is the show that used the song like Would you like to swing? I remember the theme song of the show.
And
more
her
than I remember
daddy's
the
an
show.
astronaut,
Yeah.
and she communicates
Yes.
through this crystal thing that
Yeah.
opens up.
But I need to say snapping
I
fingers.
clearly
with the
watched it because I remember the theme
Snapping
song, but
Which one? Pick one.
I always conflated this with Small Wonder. I used to think the Small Wonder theme song was "Would you like to
Let's
swing
pick
on a
one.
star?"
No.
I
Pick
just
one, I'll pick the other
napping
one.
dictators and
I'm going with Johnny. I'm gonna back up Johnny.
Alright, now
What did
put
he
the
say?
index
Snapping
fingers.
fingers.
So, everybody want to know what the answer is?
We're gonna find out as soon as
Finger.
Daddy
It's D.
said-
It's putting your fingers
There
together.
isn't a D.
Yeah, that's.
There's only
Me too,
3
me too.
options.
I said,
Here's another one that I
D
know
was
you would
right.
Yes.
You
Like
said it's
Dylan.
a D.
Oh.
D.
Oh come on, nice try.
I didn't know. I knew what the answer was.
I know you knew the answer was, but you said D like it was. There were 4
No.
choices. You have never called Dylan D in his entire life.
His name was D.
Anyway, yeah, we
Name
never.
was D.
Anyway,
And
what
name was
computer
D.
game is this on the screen?
They're good fan. Everyone knows.
Yeah.
I think it's 10.
Obviously.
Mommy don't raise your hand.
I did.
Oh,
I know
there we
this
go.
one.
What was this game show called?
that-
There's an image of a child or a young man in a red jumpsuit with a helmet, and,
And
the
Mark
host is,
Summers.
the host is cheering him on as he runs in a giant hamster wheel. It's everybody's favorite Nickelodeon game show from the 80s.
Is that Double
It's
Dutch?
It is Double Dare.
Yeah.
Double Dare.
Funhouse was a good game show too. I didn't watch Wild and Crazy.
Double Dare.
I had the home game of Funhouse. That was
I know
like
what
just a bunch
these
of
are
small
called.
rooms in a
freaking
cardboard
80s kid.
box.
Do you know what they're called?
Fucking love these.
It's
I've even
not-
mentioned these recently when playing the things
Cabbage
for a
and
board
fish
game
show.
because I had a rubber.
No,
ball.
they're not.
Yeah. No, Dylan asked, and I
That
said
looks
I
like
they're not.
They're like a parody of Cabbage
Yeah.
Patch Kids. Finally, what are these trading cards called that feature such heroes as
Can
Ruby
anybody
Cube,
name it without
Tiffany Lamp,
Daddy showing the choices?
Garbage Pail Kids.
Nikki Hickey, and Distort and Morton? You got it. Fucking loved Garbage Pail Kids.
I don't like
Kids.
them, and they remind me of the grocery game that we had.
They
Whoa,
were
whoa, 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 whoa,
amazing.
whoa,
I love the
whoa,
Garbage Pail
You didn't.
Kids.
Oh,
And now there's also
I
like this
did that
gross
part of
mini
it.
brand.
We got two
Down.
And technically, Lexi got them both right. We should have listened to her on those too.
Man, I guess we're old millennials or young Gen Xers.
This is the result of Gen Z being raised by Gen X.
Me too. I just.
And the fact like all of my friends are either millennials or Gen X.
All right, so I promise we would move through different quizzes that people brought in. So we'll jump to one. That was a quiz that I brought to the table. Alex, we'll check out one of your quizzes now. Do you guys want to jump back and forth between the personality-based ones and the trivia ones, or do you want to go through all the trivia then the personality-based?
I think we should break
I
up
do,
the
I
trivia
do,
ones
I
because that
do.
can get stressful.
I do.
Okay, well, do you want to go to one of your personality quizzes?
Sure.
Or one of Dylan's? Or well, the thing is, Dylan, did you get any actual trivia quizzes?
No, I got 9
Well,
personalities.
for right now, let's do one of your trivias, because then we're going to go straight to a personality quiz, and then we can go to like, one of my personality quiz, or I can go to another trivia, and then you can do a personality,
Alright.
so we can have a little bit better mix. So, I'm just going to go in the order they're here. So we're going to go with
The Barbie one first.
All Dolled Up, the Barbie quiz. Oh, is this how... I had some issue with how stuff works quizzes,
Oh,
like they
damn.
wouldn't work.
Well, hopefully this one will.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
There's the only one I found.
oh, is this the trivia one again?
Yes, trivia.
Yeah, it's Barbie trivia. All
Oh,
Dolled
yay.
Up, the Barbie quiz by Bambi Turner. Claims it was from 2 minutes ago, but I don't think that's true.
Me neither. You've been setting. Maybe it's estimating it takes 2 minutes.
Much more than a simple toy, Barbie is the inspirational career woman who teaches girls they can do anything while showing off a figure that's pure fantasy. Take our quiz to test your knowledge of Barbie's history, triumphs, and controversies.
Okay, there's Alex's thing.
All right. What year did...
Y'all
Well,
know
then we
this
gotta
one.
let Barbie go. Barbie. Hello, Barbie.
Hi.
59.
Bobby.
We
Hi,
have to let-
Barbie.
We have to let Alex go last, of course, then.
I'll say 59.
Okay.
59.
I'm
I didn't
saying-
even read the
59.
question yet.
Yeah, they're being impatient.
59.
Okay.
What year did Barbie first hit store shelves? 1949, 1959, or
I'll say
1969?
59.
I think y'all know. the answer
59.
to this.
I honestly don't. 59 seems like a solid guess, but I don't specifically know. It's not as late as 69, is it? Yeah, so it's 59.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if the quiz actually... Okay, it does. On
Oh, it's working so far.
On my phone, I could not
I
get
can
how
do
stuff
it
works
200.
quizzes to work. Creator Ruth Handler released the first Barbie doll, which was named after her daughter in 1959.
Yep.
How many Barbie dolls did Mattel sell during the first year of the doll's release?
No.
100,000, 200,000, or 300,000?
This one I do not know the
100,000.
exact.
I feel like
answer.
100,000 feels like a solid number.
I was gonna guess 100,000.
Casey, do you have any insight to provide?
300,000.
Nope.
Johnny, you're the outlier. Let's see if you were right.
He
Damn it, Johnny.
was.
Yes!
Listen to the children. Mattel sold a whopping 300,000 dolls that first year at $3 a piece.
Yep.
Not bad for a time when the average annual wage was just $5,000.
And when they released a new one, I think the following year, you could bring in and trade in the doll and get the new one for only
They
$1.50.
still didn't even make $1 million
Okay.
on those dolls, though.
No, but
Nearly.
for 1959,
What did the first Barbie dolls wear? A swimsuit, a ball gown, or blue jeans?
You're
They
saying
ain't blue jeans.
Y'all
Ball
know.
gown.
It's either a ball gown or a swimsuit.
I'm about to disown everyone in this room.
Oh, was it a swimsuit?
The iconic Barbie that y'all recently saw in a trailer.
Just a swimsuit?
Yes, the black and white
I knew
one
it wasn't
piece.
blue jeans.
Damn dude.
I thought it was a ball gown.
The first Barbie was marketed as a teenage fashion model and came clothed in a stylish black and white swimsuit.
Yes, with the
Nah.
red glasses.
True or false? The earliest Barbie dolls all had blonde hair.
True.
I would assume it's true.
Blonde
The
hair.
look on Alex's
I'm gonna
face-
say false.
the look
Just
on
I'm
Ron
not
Rouse's face tells me no.
100%
too.
sure? I kind of want to say false.
I'm gonna say
It's
false.
possible that
I
maybe
bet
the
they
first
didn't-
batch.
I bet they didn't take the time to go different
Does.
hairstyles to begin
Possibly.
with.
Does,
think
does,
it's
does.
true.
Does.
It was false. She was
I
available
just
as
thought-
both
Sure that was
a
a-
blonde and brunette. In 1961, a red-haired model was added.
I
to
just
the mix.
does.
Yep.
Did I say mixed?
Maybe.
I might be a little buzzed
Okay,
and not off the feed.
I said too.
I know
Okay,
at
I
least
know
one
this.
of y'all know this next
I know
one.
this.
What is Barbie's last name? Roberts, Carson, or Handler?
You
well, I
two
know
guess.
Ken's last name is Carson.
No
Okay.
test.
Which one's Barbie's?
Well, I assume it's not Carson.
No, because they've never
Unless
been
there's
made.
some He-Man She-Ra stuff.
No.
Going on.
Even though I've heard that Ken was named after the real life Barbara's brother.
So it's either Barbie Roberts or Barbie Handler. I'm gonna guess Roberts because it's a more common name.
That's Roberts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Robert.
Barbie Millicent Roberts.
Yep. Grew up in the fictional town of Willows, Wisconsin. Incidentally, Ken has the last name too, Carson.
Yep.
Ken has a last name too. Fun
Kendall
fact.
Carson. I don't have to think it's Kendall.
So when
It's Kendall.
Barbie and Ken get married,
Ken
does
is
Barbie turn mate?
They don't get married.
Have her name
That's
Barbie?
like
They
one of the
haven't yet.
rules. So far, that's one of the rules.
What was unique about? So she's just living in sin. I want my doll to live in sin. Damn it.
That's why Midge got
Hold on,
married.
Hold on. So what about the pregnant Barbie?
That was Midge.
No, they had a pregnant.
Yeah, they probably made variations, but officially, canonically, that was Midge.
All right.
Her best
Anyway,
friend.
officially, canonically, what was unique about Barbie's eyes when she was first introduced? They could open and close. They gazed to the side. They were free of makeup, or they could see into your soul. I think they gazed to the side,
I was
didn't
gonna say,
they?
I feel like y'all should know this too.
That Barbie that
I
my
have-
mom had that I got her.
I was gonna say, I have like a million
The replica of
Barbies.
the original Barbie.
of
She
this.
like looked to the side.
They should have died.
Yes.
The earliest Barbie's eyes were demurely directed to the side. It wasn't until the Malibu Barbie in 1971 that Barbie's eyes faced forward.
Yep. Just casually side-eyeing everyone for over a decade.
What was the name of Barbie's 1986 band?
Barbie and the Rockers,
Dolls,
I'd say.
Barbie and the
Barbie and the
Rockers, or
Rockers.
Barbie and the Misfits.
I have this on VHS tape.
I'm assuming it ain't the Misfits.
I also have Ken's outfit from it.
I mean, Barbie and the Dolls is really cute.
It's cute, but it's not real.
So it's the Rockers. then.
Yes. I have it on VHS.
Rocker Barbie was the lead singer of Barbie and the Rockers, a band influenced by the big hair and wild style of the 80s generation. I'm part of the 80s generation. Anyway, which of the following is not one of Barbie's sisters? Skipper, Stacy, or
Oh,
Midge?
the next one.
Midge.
I literally
Yeah,
just said
Midge.
the answer to that one.
Midge is her friend, not
Yes,
her
her
sister?
best friend.
Okay.
Skipper and Stacy.
According to the official Barbie website, Barbie has 3 sisters, Skipper, Stacy, and Chelsea. Midge is her best friend, but the two are unrelated, that they know of. Now,
This is some lore
on
that I
behind,
really like.
on Behind the Curtain, the dark secrets of the Barbie family.
When did
God.
Barbie and Ken break up? In 2004.
Wait. We've got 61, which is an irrelevant year to me. I mean, a fine year, I'm sure. But
Okay.
Nothing. I wasn't even born. We have the year with the other option of the year I was born and the year that I got married.
Yep. Oh God.
By that response, I'm assuming it was the year I got married.
Yes.
2004.
I told you it was 2004.
And he wanted back 2 years later with a billboard.
After 43 wonderful years together without a wedding,
Okay,
Barbie and
so
Ken
it was
split
2
up in
years.
2004. They
Maybe it
got
was
back
2
together
years
in
later that she
2011.
dated Summer's brother.
You said 2 years later. They said that.
She was incorrect. She just pointed that out.
Yeah, it could have also been like they were together, but not in the storyline together. You know.
All right, true or
Must have been
false?
the
Barbie was
timeline.
inspired by a risque gentleman's doll from Europe.
False.
I'm letting y'all answer this. I know the answer.
Yes.
Well, at the end of the day, you got to tell us the correct answer if you know it. I don't have
true.
a clue.
I choose both.
From
I'm not
Germany.
shocked.
An adult gag gift
Ruth
from
Handler
Germany.
picked up several copies of the Build Lily doll on a trip to Europe and used them as a model for Barbie. Build Lily was a pinup style doll sold at bars and tobacco shops as a gag gift for men.
Yep.
What was the name of Barbie's friend who used a wheelchair? Skipper, Becky, or Francie? Well, I'm assuming it's not Skipper since that's one of her sisters.
I was gonna say I know the answer because I think it's the
Let's say
90s.
Becky.
Wait.
Becky.
Can I get a hint? Does she have good hair?
But I think it was in the 90s. There's a whole controversy because she couldn't use the dream house, and instead of changing the dream house, they just canceled doll.
Wow.
And then Barbie didn't have a
Freaking
wheelchair
ableist
again until
Barbie.
recently.
Is it Francie?
No.
It's Becky?
Yes.
Wow. So she doesn't have
Becky.
good hair.
I had a fancy doll.
Cher Smile
She's
Becky was
Barbie's
released
cousin.
in 1997 and came complete with a wheelchair. While it was nice in theory, some buyers complained the chair wouldn't actually fit in the elevator at Barbie's dream house. I don't like the way that response is framed, like, oh, it's the wheelchair's fault.
I'm sorry. Nowadays, the dream house comes with a ramp to make it accessible to the wheelchair.
True or false, Barbie went to the moon before Neil Armstrong? I'm going to guess false.
I think it's
Dot.
Because, I mean, I know they would have probably done Astronaut Barbie before that, but... Or, no, I guess they wouldn't have, because I guess that's how
No,
Barbie
that's
went to
how
the moon.
Barbie's astronaut came to be. Was
So
they
it's probably,
had-
yeah, so it's probably
So
the
it's
moon
false.
landing and everybody was caught up in space
Probably
hysteria.
false.
Son of a bitch!
Okay.
Good lord! The first Astronaut Barbie came out in 1965, 4 years before Armstrong.
Very nice.
Aldrin and Collins made their famous moon. But to be fair, do we really know if she went to the moon? Just because you're an astronaut doesn't mean you go to the moon.
How's it not?
Who knows?
I call bullshit on that question.
I'd say 180.
Johnny!
Daddy, read this birthday.
Dad, you said it.
You said birthday, Daddy. You said birthday.
Okay. That's enough.
You said birthday, Daddy.
I'm aware of what I said, Johnny.
Please stop.
How many careers has Barbie had since her release? Around 50, around 100, or more than 180?
180.
and 180.
180.
Yeah, that's probably a fact.
I wouldn't be surprised, but are there even that many careers they could make a doll out of?
They did a whole episode of Life in the Dream House where I just listed her careers, so
I'm
Well,
surprised.
how many
like,
were there?
I don't remember. It's
180.
definitely either,
I think the only
it's
one
either
that's
100 or
they haven't done
180.
is stripper Barbie.
180.
Yeah, I mean, like any adult job
Comes
for
with
the
a
only one
pole,
she
right?
hasn't done.
Just 180.
Survival sex worker Barbie? Okay, we'll go with the big number.
Yup.
Barbie has had more than 180 careers, from dog walker to surgeon. Not bad for a high school grad from Wisconsin.
Put her in the current canon. She's still in high school.
That feels like some shade at Wisconsin. Like, if you're from Wisconsin, don't dream big. How many Barbie dolls would you need to make it into the Guinness Book of World Records? 1,000,
15K.
15,000, or 150?
I'm going to
15K.
guess 150,000.
That seems excessive.
What? I guarantee you into that.
But, okay.
It was
okay.
15,000. I apologize.
15,000.
World record holder Bettina Dorfman is the proud owner of more than 15,000 dolls, the world's largest collection. She also runs a doll hospital to repair broken Barbies.
I'm just saying, if
Aw,
she's the
that's
world record holder and has more than 15,000, then yes, I do need that 150,000 to get in. I'm not getting in with only 15,000.
You need 15,000 and
I
one.
want to make it unbreakable. Alright, what is the best-selling Barbie doll of all time? The original teen fashion model Barbie, Dr. Barbie, or Totally Hair Barbie?
I think I know, and I think
Doctor.
I have it.
Doctor.
This one?
No.
This one?
I think it's totally her,
Totally Hair
I could be wrong.
Barbie.
but I
Doctor.
think so.
I do
Totally Hair
doctor.
Barbie in all her 90s glory is the best-selling Barbie of all time. Her hair measures 10.5 inches, which is 26.7 centimeters, which is pretty long for a doll that's only 11.5 inches tall.
Yeah, I have the 25th anniversary?
Totally.
20th, something like that. One of the remakes.
Alright,
You and I went to Toys R Us to get it.
we did.
Yes.
I don't remember that, but I'm just acknowledging that you said that.
Why don't you remember it?
Because I don't remember every single trip to Toys
He's
R Us
getting
for every
old,
single toy.
okay? His memory's
Anyway.
not as well as
Alright,
it used
so
to
what was the
God.
name of Barbie's dog, which came with its very own magnetic pooper scooper for easy cleanup? Yeah, and pooped out little pellets.
Scout.
I think I had this, didn't
Tanner,
I?
right?
I think so.
Pretty sure it's Tanner.
And I'm pretty sure I had that doll.
Barbie and Tanner were released in 2006, but recalled just a year later when the magnet shoes and the pooper scooper started coming loose, posing a choking hazard for kids.
I
So
still
after
I
she
think we had
broke up
two
with
of
Ken.
them. Pretty sure we had it
We
twice.
may have. I know I had a newer model
She
that's
broke
not
up with Ken and
magnetic.
replaced him with a dog.
What?
Where can, not like that, Johnny. Where can you find a Barbie-themed cafe? Taipei, Taiwan, Tokyo, or New York City? I mean, it feels weird they would put Taipei, Taiwan in there if it's not the answer,
And
but
Tokyo.
my guess would be the Tokyo or New York City. I mean,
I want to say New York,
I
but
feel like-
also
I feel like there's themed
Yeah.
cafes for everything in Tokyo.
Cafe.
probably, but also I feel like it almost depends on when this quiz was made.
I
Because
feel like
I'm pretty sure for the movie there is one happening in New York.
That's almost too esoteric for New York. My guess would be Tokyo.
I'm saying Taiwan just because that's
Taiwan.
I feel like they put Taiwan there because most people in know Taipei is in
Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Okay.
Gobble, break
Isn't
the,
Barbie made in Taiwan now?
break the
Some
tie.
of them.
Let's go Tokyo, I guess.
All right, Gobble said
Tokyo,
Tokyo.
too.
It's
It was
It was
freaking-
Taiwan!
Johnny, I'm sorry. In 2013, Taipei launched a Barbie-themed cafe with tables shaped like high-heeled shoes and plenty of pink.
Nice. If it's not entirely pink, it's not Barbie.
All right, true or false? A mint condition 1959 Barbie sold at auction for more than $27,000 in 2006. I mean, it wouldn't shock me.
True.
I mean, yeah.
Check your attics and basements. The original Barbie came worth 5 figures to the right collector.
Got one?
No.
No, we have a repo.
We have multiple remakes.
All right,
That's
what type of animal was Barbie's first pet? A horse, a cat, or a bird? Horse? I can
it's a
see.
horse.
I can have Barbie having a horse to ride.
She
on.
had a horse.
Horse
She
or cat?
definitely
I'm
had
not
a
sure.
horse.
Oh, yeah,
Horse.
There's a whole movie of her and her sisters
It
having
was a
horses.
horse. Barbie's first pet was a beautiful chestnut horse named Dancer that was released in 1971.
Very nice.
True or false? Barbie graced the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue in 2004. I don't think that's true.
False.
It wouldn't shock me. It's true.
I'm not sure.
It wouldn't shock me, but I just don't think it happened.
I've definitely seen it, but I don't know if it's legitimate.
I don't recall it ever happening.
So
I'm gonna
I
go
don't follow
false.
Smotel.
If I'm wrong, I
so.
apologize. Clad in her iconic black and white striped suit, Barbie graced the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition in 2014 to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the magazine.
Very nice.
She made it there before Martha Stewart.
I'm surprised they put Martha Stewart away.
When did Mattel introduce the Ken doll? 59, 61, or 69? 69 seems a little
61.
late. I'm thinking 61.
Definitely 60s.
Yep.
Good job.
Ken came out in 1961. Well, why is he dating Barbie? 2 years after Barbie, he was named after Ruth Handler's son, which makes the real-life Barbie and Ken brother and sister. So it is a He-Man, She-Ra situation. Okay. I'm just moving on.
Barbie is dating her brother.
No. That was sorry. I was going to say that was a controversial Ken in the 90s due to
No.
gay
According to that, Barbie
not
is
in
dating.
real life.
Only their namesakes were brothers.
The canon story is no, they are not siblings. However, Barbie did have a brother named Todd. However, he has not existed since the 90s.
I mean, my son is
no.
named after
I
my
had a
father,
Todd
but my
doll.
son is not my father.
I have accessories from a Todd doll. No Todd doll. There's like a McDonald's Todd doll, and I have the shirt and
Todd.
stuff.
All right, who did Barbie date after splitting up with Ken in 2004? Blaine, Luke, Clark, or Maddie?
I know the answer to
Blaine.
this. I was going to say it's the brother of Summer.
It's Blaine.
It
Is it Blaine?
Yes.
After her split from Ken, Barbie had a fling with Blaine, a tanned Australian surfer.
He's Australian.
And fun fact,
I know
I don't think it was a legit Summer doll, but
Wait, I'm sorry, I have to do this. Can I throw another shrimp in my Barbie?
I'm going to strangle you. Anyway, I don't think it was a legit Summer doll, but I had one of the fashionistas that looked like her, so to me it was a Summer doll, and I accidentally snapped its leg. But then Mattel gave me a coupon and I got my Barbies their first car.
Why was the Midge doll pulled from stores in
Everyone knows
2002?
we covered
She
this
was pregnant,
already.
people considered her appearance racially offensive, or she was inspired by a mass murderer. The 2002 Happy Family Midge doll came with a removable stomach and newborn baby. After parents complained, Walmart and other retailers pulled it off from shelves.
I just want to point out that first, that was the third time they did that. And second, the Happy Family line was the best line Barbie has ever fucking done.
When did Barbie first get bendable legs? 64, 74, or 84? I was alive in one of those years.
I want to guess
74.
74, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Don't trust
70.
me. I say
It
not
was
to trust me.
64. Barbie got bendable legs and eyes that actually open and close in 1960.
I want to say something else. That's
How long is this quiz? Is what I
I don't know. I didn't check.
How long?
I mean, we're nearing the bottom, but
Real quick,
damn.
I just wanted to say about the bendable Barbies. You know how the older Barbies are all like rubber and made of have the bend legs, you know?
Yeah.
Well, apparently at some point in time, they made a My First Barbie that was like a bit bigger and like plastic or whatever, because that was supposedly easier for the smaller kids. And that eventually became the standard of today's Barbie. But now they've re-released a My First Barbie that's bigger, whatever, and is rubber with the bendable joints. Because supposedly that's easier for little kids now. And I just find that really interesting.
Alright, we need to speedrun the rest of this quiz.
Okay, let's go.
True or false? If Barbie were a real person, her measurements would be around the same as those of the average. That's false.
Yeah. That's
It is legitimate. Her current measurements are legitimately, like, completely
Barbie would
fine,
have a
but not...
39-inch bust, 18-inch waist, and 33-inch hips.
Yeah, that's more measurement.
How old is the average Barbie collector? 4, 8, or 40? I mean,
40.
for a collector.
I was gonna say for a
40.
collector.
The average Barbie collector is a 40-year-old woman who buys 20 dolls per year, proving Barbie isn't just for kids anymore.
I just want to know how they afford $20.
When did
a
Barbie
year.
get her belly button? 59, 2000, or 2000?
2000.
2000.
That's when it's cool to have belly
Okay.
button.
Barbie was navel-free until Jewel Girl Barbie came out in 2000. This doll features a more athletic build than the traditional Barbie, complete with a flexible waist and a belly button.
Okay.
See, it wasn't cool to have belly buttons until 2000.
True or false? There has never been a Barbie with tattoos. That's false.
Yeah, that's false.
The 2009 Totally Styling Tattoos Barbie featured
One of the
plenty
other
of controversy.
canceled
A year
Barbies.
earlier, parents complained about a Harley Davidson themed doll with a giant tattoo on its back. What feature did Barbie finally get in 2015? Eyes. Well, we know it's not the eyes. Adjustable waist,
the eyes.
adjustable ankles.
Ankles.
Well, then tell us.
It's ankles. It's from the style doll.
She didn't have ankles before then.
Actors.
Since Barbie got adjustable ankles in 2015, she is no longer a slave to high heels. How many Barbie dolls has Mattel sold since 1959? 100 million, 500 million, or 1 billion?
A lot.
I'd say a billion.
Dive
Are
hockey.
they the McDonald's of dolls? Yes. Mattel has sold more than 1 billion Barbies since the doll was introduced. The company
Nice.
maintains sales of around $1 billion annually, which proves that love for Barbie is still going strong.
Absolutely.
We got 23 out of 30 correct.
Not bad.
All right.
More than half.
So we're going to move on to a personality quiz provided by Gob at this point, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, so now I got to go into my
Which
text
one?
messages.
I don't know. I sent like 9.
We
you said
have
10.
Which Power Ranger
Ten.
matches your personality?
I vote this Kirby one.
Metopia character. Oh, okay, we can do Kirby.
Hold on, I got to find
It's
that.
the third one that
Mouthful
you
mold.
sent.
Yes. What's up?
It's not that bad. It's not that
Kirby's
long. None of these are
new
very
So
long.
Kirby's new mode is a mouthful. Kirby can inhale real-world objects and
One,
transform
two.
using the new mouthful mode in the Kirby and the Forgotten Land game, available only for the... Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's all
Okay,
official
hold up.
Nintendo
What does it look
quizzes.
like?
Not the pack.
There's
got-
one
I got
that's
a crap
in the
load of
banana
things.
It's
Kirby
the
game.
Kirby one. Do they
It's
not... Why
I
did-
don't know how they are.
Oh, because he sent it to the same... It's right here. He sent it the same text that I sent them.
Ah,
So the you guys can just catch up.
yes.
Which color would you choose? We have blue, gray, orange, or a mix of colors. Gray.
I've already picked mine.
I
Jake.
chose the rainbow.
I chose blue.
Which activity sounds like fun? Zoom. Well, you guys are going to choose zooming, of course, because you're zoomers. Zooming around, crashing through floors, shooting lightning, or sharing with friends. I mean, shooting lightning sounds
Oh,
awesome,
shooting
but I'll go
lightning.
sharing with friends.
I meant that as well, and
Zoom.
Sims 4 Zoomers is a food delivery service.
Which topic interests you most? Motors, safety, electricity, or machines? Out of those,
Machines?
I'm going to go electricity.
I think I will too.
Which shape would you choose? Triangle, oval, rectangle, trapezoid.
I love that
I'm a
rectangle.
guy.
I'm an oval.
Capital.
I mean, I know triangles are the sturdiest shape, but
Oh god.
which item would you choose? A car, a light bulb, a traffic cone, a vending machine?
Traffic
my God.
I'm choosing the car.
That's it, cold.
Yeah, I've played the game.
That's
Alex.
it, coin.
I'm a traffic cone.
Yeah, I've played the game.
I got vending machine math Kirby.
I also
I got
got
the
vending
same
machine.
Quartet of vending machines.
Amazing. Remember when you wanted a traffic cone?
Wait, did
Yeah,
you
I still
take
want a
real
traffic
quick?
cone. I want a bunch of them to put my
Pick a
hats
color.
on.
Rainbow.
That's what I wanted. But yeah, I've always wanted to steal a traffic cone.
Zooming, crashing, shooting, go sharing.
Ah, got tiny.
Shooting.
Yeah, Johnny.
Shooting lightning, got it.
All right, as Johnny does
motor,
that, I'm
safety,
gonna load up my
electricity,
next
and
quiz.
machines.
We're going personality
Alright.
quiz for you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go trivia again.
Triangle, oval,
Alright.
rectangle, trapezoid.
Oval.
And then call, light bulb, a traffic cone, a vending machine.
I mean, I feel like
Traffic
we
cone.
gotta go. Sorry, Gen Zers and Millennials. There's no way you're going to pass this 25 questions and extra quiz.
What did Johnny get?
Okay.
Vending machine. Every answer leads to vending
Quintet of
machine.
vending machines.
Alright, time for some more Gen X.
All right, we're
stuff.
going back to BuzzFeed.
Always back to
Posted on October 11th, 2020, again by Brian Galindo. Sorry, Gen Zers and Millennials. There's no way you're going to pass this 25 question Gen Xer quiz. I wonder how much overlap we're going to get from the last one. I have another one that has characters from the 80s that I thought about going with, but what's the matter?
Johnny's having trouble staying on Dalton's lap.
Understandable. All right.
Oh god.
Wait. Should we even answer? Or should we just see if they can?
Yeah, let's
Since
see.
There's no way they can pass it. So the Gen Xers are going to sit this one out.
Okay.
We're going to see if you guys can actually get the right answer.
That's
And
fantastic.
we'll point out every one that we actually know the answer to. So we'll keep our own score.
Okay.
But we're going to let you guys handle this because I want to see if you guys can actually live up or live down to the title of the quiz. Dylan, can you see okay?
Kind of.
All right. Well, what TV show is this represented by the five women on the screen? Is it Head of the Class, The Facts of Life, or Square Pegs?
Then left the wife.
We can go with that.
Yeah, it's gotta go facts of life.
I was gonna say one of the
It is
first
The
two.
Facts of Life.
Seems-
I'm surprised at 5 years old Johnny knew that was the facts of life.
I mean, it's
we have
seems
Mrs.
like
Garrett in the middle, who was the maid on different
That
strokes.
that could be one of the shows on here.
It's not gonna say what show was Mrs. Garrett the maid on. And they've already done the facts, and we have Tootie, we have Natalie, we have Blair, and Joe.
Nice.
And interesting fact, George Clooney made his TV debut as a member of the Facts of Life cast way later on, once she had left the school and she ran, because she was like the sort of like, I don't
the
know.
headmaster.
Well, she wasn't the head. It was like a girls' boarding school, but like a
Uh-huh.
high school boarding school. She wasn't the headmaster, but she was like the matron of the
Yeah.
house that they stayed in. And then later on, it didn't spin off. It just once they left the school, she ended up like starting a cafe or something.
Uh-huh.
at that point, George Clooney joined the cast.
Nice.
Facts of Life was a great show, though. Alright, here we go. These two are the spokespeople for what wine cooler brand? We have a couple of older gentlemen sitting on a porch in shirts and ties and hats.
I don't know.
It's California Cooler, it's Bartles and James, or it's Kings and Marcelli.
Martinelli.
I'm gonna go. I'd say the Bottles and James and Kings and Marcelli because 2 guys.
Well, then let's go Marcelli.
Martinelli.
Okay, it's Bartles and James.
Damn.
Bottles and
Bottle
James.
and
I
James.
choose Bottles and
Yeah,
James.
it's Bartles and James.
That's the Atari 2600.
What gaming console is this? The Atari 2600, ColecoVision, or Intellivision?
The Atari 2600.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. I had 2 of them. I still have one in the basement. I don't have the one with the wood grain, though. I'm giving us credit for that. I assume you knew that.
Yes, I knew that.
As long as one of us knows it. Simon Le Bon is the lead singer for what band? The Psychedelic Furs, Depeche Mode, or Duran Duran?
I don't know what any of these are.
I don't know, so I'm just gonna say Duran Duran.
I'll just go with you.
Okay.
I think it's Duran Duran. It could be Depeche Mode, but I think it's Duran Duran.
I've only
That's what I
heard of Duran
was
Duran,
thinking.
so.
Yeah, it's Duran Duran. It's the D's, you know. Oh, this is a scene from which music video? There's a gentleman against an animated background, almost like an MC Escher painting. Hold Me Now by the Thompson Twins, Too Shy
don't
by
have
Kaka
paper.
Goo Goo, or Take Me On by Aha.
Aha.
Gabba?
Aha.
Okay.
Aha.
It is. It's Take On Me. I'll be good. Alright, which iconic singer did not sing on the charity single... Oh, sorry, showed my desktop. Which singer did not sing on the charity single, We Are the World, we are the children, we are the one to make a better place, so let's start giving. Prince, Ray Charles, or Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan.
Yeah, Bubby is named after Bob Dylan.
Which one are you thinking?
I'm not entirely
I'm gonna go
sure.
Ray Charles.
I was thinking maybe him, but I don't know.
That feels correct.
I honestly don't know. I think Dylan was on it. Prince,
I think
I'm not
Prince
sure
is.
about.
I don't
know-
think Prince is on. Ray Charles, I'm almost
Was he
positive. is
definitely
on.
on? I know it was a Michael Jackson project. I'm pretty sure Dylan was on it. So you think Prince was on it?
I don't think Prince.
So you think they're right about Ray Charles? Well, it's their guess here anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Nope, Prince wasn't on it. See,
I told y'all Prince was on it. I just said that. I said Ray Charles was on it, and
Oh, you said Ray Charles was on it.
yes.
Oh, okay. So we're getting credit for that.
Prince wasn't on it.
That's what I was thinking too. Was that Prince wasn't on it? But-
Yeah, he wasn't on
Okay,
it.
y'all missed it. We didn't. Which player was not part of the Dream Team at the 1992 Summer Olympics? I got this. This was the first time that professional athletes were allowed to play on the U.S. Olympic team. But before then, if you were a professional athlete, you couldn't play in the Olympics. That's strictly for amateurs. And this was the first year. And the Dream Team was the basketball team composed of all the greatest basketball players at the time.
Interesting.
What was an amateur? Now, other countries didn't necessarily follow that rule.
But for the U.S., it was an
Officially, it was an amateur competition, but they would, they'd get around it by, technically they're in Russia. They're really a professional hockey player, but technically they're a school teacher or something like that. So anyway, which player was not part of the Dream Team, which was the men's United States Olympic basketball team at the 1992 Summer Olympics? Larry Bird, Shaquille O'Neal, or Patrick Ewing? I know the answer. You guys have to come up with it, though. Casey, I got this one. Don't sweat it.
I have no idea.
Me
I'm gonna say
neither.
Patrick.
Okay.
No, it was Shaquille O'Neal.
Thank
Damn it.
Shaquille O'Neal was still in college at that point, and Christian Laettner was the only college player on the team.
Thank
This is the scene on the screen is a scene from which music video? It's a young lady with like a blue silhouette of her in the background, some flowers in the front. It's Buffalo Stance by Nena Cherry, Back to Life, However Do You Want Me by Soul to Soul, or Groove Is in the Heart by D-Light.
You get to guess this.
I don't know. Why would you expect me to know such things?
Why would I know?
I wouldn't expect you to know.
I choose D-White.
You have to take a guess.
Yeah, well, we'll go with Groove Is in the Heart.
I'd
This
say
is
Back to
in the
Life.
heart.
Casey, do you know what it is? I'm thinking it's Back to Life by Soul to
Back to
Soul. but
Life.
it
I'm gonna
could
say
be
Back to
wrong.
I know that song, but
I know the
I don't
song.
even know
I'm
the
not
person in
familiar
it.
with
I don't know
it.
the song.
But you guys think it's Groove Is in the Heart, right?
I would say it's Back to Life, but
It was Nena Cherry. So, okay,
we all
we
won.
didn't get that one right either. That was my second guess.
back to life.
All right, who was dressed like George Washington on the cover of the very first issue of John F. Kennedy Jr.'s political magazine, George?
I have no idea.
Me neither.
Me too,
So,
because them both
It's
look like
either
the
Cindy
thing.
Crawford, Madonna, or Sharon Stone.
There's Stone.
Let's see, it does say on there. It does say President Madonna, though.
Well, that just gives it away.
I say Madonna. I was gonna say Madonna anyway, but
My dad.
It was Cindy Crawford.
Nice.
It threw you off.
lied to me.
Maybe that's why it wasn't censored out. Because I the answer.
There you go.
Anyway, though.
Johnny said Sharon Stone.
Here we see the iconic cover for what novel? A rambunctious, deadly funny novel that goes right for the mark, The Human Heart. Published by Vintage Contemporaries. It's either American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis, Slaves of New York by Tammy Janowitz, or Bright Lights Big City by Jay
I guessed the last one. You get to guess this one.
I don't even know how to pronounce Jay's last name. McInery? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I'm familiar with two of those novels. I'm not familiar with Slaves of New York. However, I don't know what the cover of any of them looks like. I have a guess.
I was gonna say I have no idea what this is.
Well, what one are you guys gonna guess? It's American Psycho, Slaves of New York, or Bright Lights Big City.
Bright Lights Big City. I don't think that's correct.
My
Is it
dad,
American
Big
what it is?
Diddy.
I don't think it's American Psycho.
I was thinking Slaves of New York, but
I was thinking maybe Bright Lights Big City because obviously the cover has that.
A bright light on one side and
But
Big
at the
City
same
on the
time,
other
I'm not
side.
sure that Bright Lights Big City is all that humorous because I remember the movie.
I know nothing
So
about it.
but you guys think it's
I
Bright
said
Lights,
Slaves
right?
of New
I'll go
York.
with you with Slaves of New York. It was
Oh.
Bright Lights Big City. Damn.
We did it.
Nice.
Okay, what was the name of the fictional, historically black college and university where A Different World was set? I know this answer. Different World was a spinoff of The Cosby Show from the 80s.
Okay.
Hillman College, Herbert College, or Douglas College?
I know,
Casey, do
I
you-
know,
Okay,
I know, I
just
know.
making sure.
Goblin.
Yes, I watched
Any
this
guess?
show.
Hillman?
It was a good show.
Okay.
Hillman.
That's what I was thinking.
It's Hillman
I
College.
just
That sounds the
Hillman.
best.
Alright, on the recurring SNL skit Coffee Talk with Linda Rickman, who was Linda Rickman's hero? Hi, what's up?
What's the answer?
I can't say it out loud. Neil Diamond, Barbara Streisand, or Jane Fonda? I'll say it after they make their
I
guess.
want to guess Barbara.
Okay.
It's Barbara Streisand.
Nice. This is the vibe I got.
I expected you to automatically.
By the way, in case you guys don't realize, that's Mike Myers, aka Wayne, aka Shrek.
Nice.
This is a scene from which Fleetwood Mac music video? I have no fucking clue.
Me neither.
Play me a snippet of the song and I'll get it. But Gypsy, Everywhere, or Little Lies?
I'm really not sure.
I'll say Little Lie.
I was gonna
Maybe
say
I.
maybe Gypsy.
Well, I need a consensus from the Zoomers.
Johnny, which one?
My dad.
Okay.
Do you know what it is by any chance? I'm gonna guess Little Lies. It just feels like the Little Lies vibe, but I really don't know.
I legitimately just don't
Tell
know
me
anything.
lies.
Yeah, like I say, play the song and I'll get it. It was
Little
Little
Lies.
Lies.
Good job, Johnny.
Alright, in
Good talk to me.
1992, which infamous event happened while President George H.W. Bush was attending a banquet hosted by the Prime Minister of Japan, Kiichi Miyazawa? Bush began to choke on a piece of steak and Miyazawa performed the Heimlich maneuver on him. A jet-lagged Bush fell asleep at the table in the middle of an important speech Miyazawa was making, or Bush vomited into Miyazawa's lap and then fainted.
All of this does seem like an awful.
I'm gonna say he fell asleep, because that sounds hilarious.
Zero deep.
I'm willing to go with fell asleep.
Do you know by any chance? I don't remember either. Fell asleep seems like the most likely because the other ones seem like a bigger
Exactly.
deal, and I feel like I should have heard of them. But anyone could be true.
I have no.
Nope.
Okay.
Vomited. Fainted.
Not two.
The fainting part made it seem so much more serious. Like I would have heard the president fainted. But
Right.
I guess not.
Well, wasn't that during the time of the war too? So,
No.
or the conflict? So,
No, that was
was it-
1990 into 91.
was it only 1991? I thought.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was like 3 days. I'm underplaying it a little bit, but it was not very long.
I was gonna say it was
I mean,
not 3
The
days.
conflict lasted for months, but the actual war declaration was not very long. It was over before March.
Because Persian Gulf, my uncle
It
was
was-
there for like over a year.
Yeah, Anyway, prior to appearing on Friends, Courtney Cox was probably best known for her recurring role on what sitcom? I know the answer to this. Whether Casey does or not, I do. So we got this one. It's a matter of whether you guys can get it or not.
That's great. Which one do you think it is, dude?
Can you repeat the question?
Prior to Friends, which one is
Courtney
this?
Cox.
Actress Courtney Cox, pictured there on screen, was probably best known for her recurring role on what sitcom?
I'll say Cheers.
Okay.
No, it was Family Ties.
Damn.
She was Alex's girlfriend that broke his heart.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what show this is now. They say his name. Puck was a roommate on what early season of The Real World? The Real World New York, The Real World San Francisco, or The Real World London?
I'd say not London. But is it San Francisco or New York?
I'm not.
I mean, New
sure.
York sounds bad.
I don't know.
Like, who named something The Real World San Francisco? That just takes too long.
those are
I mean,
real
yeah, I
seasons.
was gonna
Yeah,
say,
they're
they're like,
real.
real.
It's just a matter of which one he was
that
on.
takes too long to say.
Well, they
They
did
did
it.
that.
Well, they failed.
No, they didn't fail.
I'll say New York.
Never want to go.
Do you know which one it is? Because I watched the second season. I didn't watch the first season. I didn't watch any season ever. I watched the second season. I don't think it was on the second season. But I also don't remember where they were in the second season, so... You guys are guessing...
What was that other show that came on beside The Real World, but they were on a
Rules?
bus? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that show. I watched that show more than
So
I
y'all
watched
are
the
guessing
show.
New York?
Yes.
Well, we'll go San Francisco, just for the
Okay.
heck of it. Fuck
It
yeah.
was San Francisco, alright.
Oh, I know this. This scene with the gentleman wearing the fake glasses and the funny nose. And Dylan, I've referenced this guy multiple times in our Final
Dang it.
Fantasy VII Remake. I don't know if it'd give you the answer to the music video title, but this is the scene from what music video? Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot, Bust a Move by Young MC, or The Humpty Dance by Digital Underground. Before you guys say anything, do you know the answer, Casey?
No, I have a guess, but
Okay, I know the answer, so I'm putting that down in our column.
Because Maddie said
Hey, Daddy.
I don't remember most of any of this stuff.
Daddy.
What, Johnny?
Did it was a hit?
Nope, you got multiple choice right there.
Which
That
one?
was a hit.
No, we don't get hints, buddy. We have
I'll
to pick
hint
an
at-
answer.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't phone a friend, just pick an answer. We got more quizzes to get to.
Bust a
It was
move.
a hit,
Take a
Daddy.
guess.
No, it's the Humpty Dance by Digital.
Yeah.
That's Shock G and his alter ego is Humpty.
Okay. We already answered.
I even started humming the song.
By the way, R.I.P. Shock G, aka Humpty. Passed away a year or so ago. Which music festival was
Did you
started in
click
the
an
early
answer?
90s? Well, I did not put the answer in. I know what it is. You guys said Bust the Move, so you don't get credit for it. Anyway, which music festival was started in the early 90s? Lollapalooza, Outside Lands Music and Arts Festival, or Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival?
Alex, I expect me to know this.
Stop expecting me to know things.
Well, I just didn't even know if music festival was starting the.
Is Coachella as old as the early 90s is my question.
I think I know this.
I don't know.
I think it's either the first or the last one, but I'm not
Well,
sure
I need a
which.
consensus from the gallery.
I'll just go with whatever you go with.
Johnny, Lollapalooza or Coachella?
Wapolita.
I
Okay.
think he's right. I think it's Lollapalooza.
Alright, we're going Lollapalooza.
It sounded good to me.
It's Lollapalooza.
job.
I think Coachella was either late 90s or early 2000s.
I know it from the
All right,
10s.
this scene with four gentlemen in overalls carrying a VW Beetle, and I know that commercial. Is a
Okay.
scene from a commercial for what? Gatorade, Mentos, or Snickers?
Snickers.
I feel like it could be a Snickers commercial.
You know yourself when you're
It's
hungry.
Mentos.
God damn, Mentos.
Mint, it's like somebody gets jammed in by their cars and they pop their Mentos and they get these big burly guys to carry their car out of the situation for them.
We need to go back and watch just a bunch of old commercials.
Suzanne Summers was the spokesperson for what exercise product? Know this too, so
I know.
that's another one for the Xers. The Thigh Master, the Abdominizer, or the Stairmaster?
I don't know.
You made me answer the last one.
No, I'm not taking a guess on this one.
Why?
Johnny, Thigh Master, Abdomen Master,
That's
A
not what
dog.
that says.
A dominizer.
or
Damaster.
the Stairmaster.
Damaster.
So he gave you two, so pick one, I guess. Or
Stairmaster.
Nope,
it's
it's
the-
a Thigh Master.
That's
It looked
another
like a
guess.
V thing, and it had like this thing. Anyway, 1, 2, 2,
Uh-huh.
3.
I know this one too.
Pretty
What
sure
is the
that
name?
still exists.
What is the name of the talk show hosted by this? This
I know.
with the granny glasses? Tom
what
Snyder,
is it?
Dick Cavett, or Phil Donahue?
What is it, Mommy? What is it?
She can't tell us, buddy. We
I'd
have
say
to
it's
answer.
Dick.
Johnny, Tom, Dick, or Phil?
Tom, Ding, and Dim.
Which
What's
one?
y'all's answer?
Which one do you think?
Let's go, Zoom.
I'm not sure.
I'd say Dick.
Okay.
It is not Dick
Nope,
Cavett.
it's Phil Donahue.
That's my other guess.
All right, on Beverly Hills 90210, the Walsh twins were originally from where? That's another one for us.
That was like the answer.
I'm sorry, the show
please.
desktop is right down at the scroll arrow. Were they from Chicago, Illinois, Minneapolis, Minnesota, or Indianapolis, Indiana?
I know.
Minnesota.
I know.
You want to go Minnesota?
Yeah.
Y'all are correct. They were from Minnesota.
Nice.
They seem like they're
Minnesota, eh?
Scholastic.
All right. What was the name of the ubiquitous kids magazine published by Scholastic in the 70s and 80s, which featured celebrities on its covers as well as interviews with them?
No idea.
Kids Magazine, Amazing Reader, or Dynamite? And I should point out the Kids Magazine is spelled with a Z, which feels very 90s, but anyway.
Definitely 90s, 2000s.
Well, this isn't 90s, 2000s. This is 70s, 80s.
Go with
I have 1 or 2 guesses, and I'm not sure. Which one.
Amazing Reader.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a magazine reader, but I don't remember this. I remember highlights.
I thought it was either Kids Magazine or Dynamite.
It might be
Okay, but
Dynamite.
what do
Dynamite sounds
you guys
80s.
went with Amazing Reader. You already said Amazing
Yeah.
Reader. Mom said
Dynamite
Dynamite.
would
Let's see
definitely
who's
be a
right.
second
It was
guess.
Dynamite. You
Nice.
got it.
Yeah. It's like the more I thought,
That
the
was
more
my
Dynamite
guess,
sounded
but I
like.
couldn't remember. All right, in 1983, parents were literally fighting over what toy during the holiday season.
Oh
This
my
is when Dad
God.
was full.
Care Bears, Care
Cabbage
Bears.
Patch Kids, or Rubik's Cube.
Care Bears.
1983, I think, is the key, because those are all popular toys.
Care Bears. That's hilarious.
I don't know if they were fighting over, but I'm willing to go with him on it.
I'm pretty sure it was Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yep,
Was it?
Cabbage Patch Kids.
I had a Cabbage Patch Kid.
But
I don't-
You know how I know?
Care Bears.
Because my grandfather had to sit in line for 8 hours because my grandmother made him to get my Aunt Linda a Cabbage Patch doll because she used to collect them.
That's
How old was Aunt Linda in 83?
Like in her, I think she was ending high school or starting college.
I was 4 by then.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you saying you wouldn't go sit in line for 8 hours to get me something right now?
yeah. I mean,
All right.
heck, they had already done our Christmas shopping and
All
everything.
right,
so-
ladies and gentlemen, back to the
Yeah.
90s. What was the name of the Clintons' cat?
I might know this one.
I know the answer.
I think I might know this one.
Okay, I'm leaving it
Show
to
me the
you.
answers.
But the
though.
choices are Socks, Milo, and Max.
I think it's socks.
If that's what you think, you feel confident.
I swear that was like
It
a
is
freaking
socks.
SNES
Nice.
game
It
or
was
something.
socks.
That
All I know is that the
something.
Bidens have a cat that looks like our
They got
good cat.
13.
You guys got 13 out of 25.
That's
You did score better than
subjects.
25% of all of the quiz takers. For the
Look.
record, hold on.
That's above
Questioning
just
the
guessing.
If I counted correctly, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We got 21 out of 25.
Nice. So
Look.
you're under 45.
We got better than guessing.
It said to do really well. on this.
True.
21 out of 25 is pretty well. I am
True.
under 45, but still.
Exactly. Go with it.
I think we did. I think 21 out of 25 is pretty decent.
Yes, you did a good job.
It didn't say to ace this quiz. All right, Alice wants us to do one of her personality quizzes.
All
now.
right.
Now I gotta go find one of our personality quizzes.
Alex, you pick one and we'll do it.
Okay, I'm gonna go with.
Let me get into my email.
Oh gosh. Okay.
What, like it's hard to get into my email? It's right here. I have my phone in my hand.
This is a tough choice.
What god are you descended from? Camp Half-Blood or Camp Jupiter? Which Riordanverse character are you? Which Barbie movie are you? These random questions will determine which Barbie something.
Yeah.
Bratz Barbie LOL surprise doll quiz, Iconic Barbie's personality quiz, or Taylor Swift era quiz. I'd say one of the last two if it were me, but
One of the last you said, or one of the last.
the last two. on the
Okay, you
list.
read it in
I read them in
Yeah,
order,
I
so
didn't
it's the
realize
same
that.
thing either way.
Okay, let's go.
I'm just not sure how much variety there's going to be in the Percy Jackson ones. Is my only maybe the character verse one.
Let's go.
We could do the
with
God one though if you want to.
I'm debating between the God and the
God,
Taylor
God.
Swift era, so.
Dylan, Taylor Swift, or Gods?
I don't care.
I think.
Wait, the correct answer is aren't they the same thing?
Facts.
Based on your work habits, which god are you descended from? It should be from which god are you descended, but... Congratulations, you survived monster attacks and made it safely to Camp Half-Blood, the training camp for Greek demigods. What's that? You don't know where to stow your gear? Don't worry, the Hermes cabin will take you in. You can bunk there until you've been claimed by the god who bore you. Or, if you don't want to wait around indefinitely, the gods can be a bit unreliable. Take this quiz for a rapid result. Just don't blame me if you don't like the answer.
Yup.
So I'll read it out, and you guys can chime in with what your answers are and whatnot, just like we did with the Kirby one.
Alright.
The first question here is, what's your ideal work environment? You have flexible and remote-friendly, open and transparent, dynamic and fast-paced, collaborative and team-oriented. Fuck that. Well-organized and efficient, quiet and focused.
I went flexible.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to be able to lay around 5 hours.
What's your preferred way to
Doing
deal with a
anything.
difficult coworker? Murder them. No. Find common ground. Ignore them. Offer assistance and support. Practice patience and empathy. Consult with a superior. Become even more difficult.
Become even more
I went
difficult.
with find common ground.
That's going to become more difficult.
Which of
this
these
is-
hobbies is most likely to become your next career? Podcasting, music, athletics, painting, creating video content, or writing? Well, I already do all those except athletics.
You see, I never want a podcast, but creating video content, I think is mine.
I was gonna say I'm
Well,
sorry,
wait,
podcast
it says your
listeners.
next career. I literally already podcast, make music, create video content, write, and I have occasionally painted. So if I'm going to go next, the only
You're
option
getting
is
into
athletics.
athletics.
Well, technically, currently,
I'm not sure what
my
I'm gonna
video
be doing
creating is not
athletically.
aware.
I went with painting.
Just by process of
personally.
elimination, it's got to be athletics. I already do all the other stuff.
I think
Okay.
that's not clear for me yet to do
I
video
went
creating.
with painting.
How do you handle a boring job? Set goals and challenges. Focus on personal growth. Commiserate with colleagues.
What does that mean?
Commiserate?
Mhm.
Like sit around and say, yeah, it sucks, but we're getting through it. Kind of talk about the bad times and show each other support.
Yeah.
Focus on the bigger picture. Take regular breaks. Quit and find a new job.
Take regular breaks easily.
What did you go, Maddie?
I'm out.
I went with focus on the bigger picture.
All right. I feel like there's going to be some more variety in this one. If we all get the same thing on here, then something's rigged. Which of these unusual jobs would you choose to pursue as a career? Professional puzzle solver, professional food taster, professional sleep consultant, ice cream flavor developer, professional Lego builder, or paranormal investigator.
I'm gonna go puzzle
building
solver.
Lego.
The Lego builder is tempting, but I went with food taster.
Puzzle solver. I love
You keeping
puzzles.
up with us here? You're not sharing your answers.
I played so much Sudoku.
Being very private over there. What's your go-to excuse for calling in sick? Allergic reaction, dental emergency, stomach bug, dog ran away, food poisoning, you had a bad dream last night.
Food poisoning.
Stomach bug.
I went to allergic reaction. Needed a reason, Colorado's grabbed the poison ivy.
What's your preferred method of communication with coworkers?
No!
Ivification? Preferred method of communication with coworkers. Email, Slack, Zoom, text, yelling across the office, or I'd rather keep to myself.
Keep myself.
I went with text.
Email.
I have trouble talking.
Wait, I feel like this shows generation. You went email, I went text. He's like, yeah, no
But
screw.
you two are the same generation.
Yeah, but he's closer to the younger side of my generation.
How do you balance your work and your work and personal life? Spread out vacation days. Don't check email after a certain time. Practice self-care. Set clear boundaries. Turn off notifications on nights and weekends. Play games while no one is looking.
That's me.
Yeah.
I went self-care.
How do you deal with a difficult boss? Keep to yourself. Just smile and nod. Take initiative and stand up for yourself. Vent with coworkers. Cry in the bathroom or look for a new job.
What's the become more difficult option?
I thought
I
take
know.
initiative and stand up for yourself was
No,
close enough.
no. That's standing up for
That's
yourself.
too
That's not
direct
becoming
for
more
him.
difficult.
Okay.
I'm torn between
I'm
the
petty.
two, but I'm going with just smile.
I got
and
my
nod.
result. Should we?
I'm gonna go
Mine
to a
is the
job.
same as I expected.
Let's reveal them in descending order of age, so I'll go first.
Okay.
My godly parent is Athena. Good work. Based on your responses, you have been claimed by Athena. Go ahead and make yourself at home in cabin number 6. Train well, don't forget to brush your teeth occasionally, and try not to get sent on a quest. They tend to shorten your lifespan. Your activities director, Chiron.
Okay,
That
most of the
is the
descriptions are the
parent
same.
of Annabelle Chase. Pussy
Casey.
Skull.
No.
Most of the descriptions are the same.
Oh, okay. So I guess just reveal your god or goddess then.
Aphrodite?
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite.
Nope, it says Aphrodite.
It's
It's
Aphrodite.
pronounced Aphrodite, the goddess of love, aka Venus.
Looks like the same
as
person you
well.
have.
Yes, I did get Aphrodite.
Sim-
I got
Siblings.
Poseidon.
You and Percy.
Wait. I have questions.
Why do you have questions? And why did you look him up?
Because Poseidon had a promise not to do it, and then he did it and ended up with Pussy. But apparently, you two, good job.
He did.
The big three really just
I
messed
guess I'm
up.
Pussy Jackson.
I'm Percy Jackson, bitch.
Pretty sure the books take place the year you were born. Well, the first book.
All right, ready for another Gobble personality quiz?
Yep.
Yes.
We want to do Power Rangers is one of the
Let me
73
tell you, you guys got me
Nintendo.
going back and forth on this thing.
All the
Yes.
Nintendo one's going to be that short.
Yes.
What Pokemon are you? That does have at least a lot of options.
I think the
depending on how
Power
it's
Rangers
coded.
one isn't that long either. I think it's only like 10
Spring
questions.
Break video game locations.
You want to do that?
No, I'm just reading the options. Pikmin 3, Evolution person. Now, see, that one seems like unnecessarily limited. Tears of the Kingdom. Fuck it. Let's do the Tears of the Kingdom one. That's
Which one is that?
Okay,
that
fine.
is the third one. No,
Yeah, it's like
fourth one.
which ability?
I kind of wanted to do the Mario Party one.
Well, what's the Mario Party options?
Uh,
I just felt like Tears of the Kingdom was timely.
It's something about what character, a party pal, something like that. I can only somewhat read because of the way
Wait,
they
what did
show
you say
up
the
to me.
Tears of the Kingdom one was?
It's like which ability would be yours?
Yeah.
Man, these quizzes suck.
These are all official internet
I
quizzes.
do what?
Well, I said it, so we're doing it, I guess.
Yep.
Which one is that? Because
I did do it.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
If they're in the same order, it should
But
be.
where's my towel?
remember Dylan's
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
all
that's
over
right.
me.
It has the ones I sent you as well.
There's not
So,
color.
this one right here.
But I did Toby one. The edge was a
Well,
toe.
this isn't the Kirby one.
Yeah, we're not picking colors.
So, which unique ability would be yours? You can enter the realm of Hyrule in the Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom game for the Nintendo Switch system and find out which of Link's 4 new abilities you would possess. From Ultra Hand Infused to Ascend and Recall, our personality quiz will help you discover which of these unique abilities might be a good match for you. You can learn more about Link, Princess Zelda, and Ganondorf in the Legend of Zelda series of games on their friend pages.
No ads for Kirby, but ads for Tears of the Kingdom.
I'm sorry, I'm
Not sponsored.
more further into my drink.
Anyway.
Alright, question 1. You're late for school. What would you do to magically get there on time? Discover an unexpected shortcut, build an ultra-speedy bicycle, turn back the clock and get there a minute early, stick an excuse slip to an apple for your teacher.
I got 2 of these on things you can do.
I assume, but you can't.
I wanna take a
Just-
shot.
I went with the apple.
I'll turn back the clock. If I can do it, why not?
I'm gonna take a shortcut.
You've lost your most precious possession. What would you do? Carefully retrace my steps and find it. Search for it high. Isn't that the same thing?
I
Get
don't know.
myself another that improves on the original. Create an amazing item to replace it.
I'm gonna get my actually
No,
I'll
I'm gonna
search
look
for high
for
roll.
I'm gonna retrace my steps.
Me too. An out-of-control dodgeball is headed your way. What would you do? Build a wall of dodgeballs.
Get hit with 10 dodgeballs instead
Strap
of
the
1.
dodgeball to your chest and shoot
What
it.
are these?
Send it back to where it came from. Jump over it or duck under. I'm sending that motherfucker.
strapping it onto my
I'm just
chest.
dodging it.
I'm strapping it to my
The
chest.
science fair is coming up. What would you do? Create a model of Earth's many layers. Build a robot out of scrap parts. Make a volcano from baking soda and vinegar. Or do a presentation on the physics of a yo-yo.
Yo-yo.
I'm going with
build a
Earth
robot.
Slayers.
You just got a puppy. What would you do? Build a doghouse on wheels, create an extra long stick for it to chew on, teach it how to fetch, or train it to walk on 2 legs.
Trying to walk on 2 legs.
Fetch.
Fetch.
I gotta send.
So
I got
did I.
recall.
I got recall.
Do this? What's with this limited?
Well, there were only like
Freaking-
4 options in that one.
I know,
to be
but
fair.
still, it's like.
Alright,
all
I've got a
same
personality
stuff.
quiz now for everybody. I'm kind of anxious to do.
I don't like these
Wait, my
personality quizzes.
I think Link's making noise on my phone. Hold on.
Meh.
Link, go away.
Wait, I closed that. Are you still making noise?
Oh,
Which
no.
quiz is it?
He hasn't said yet.
It is the extra one I sent y'all, so it's the bottom ones I sent. Live a day like it's 1989.
Alright.
Live a day like it's
That was
1989.
sort of
And
interesting.
which
So this all happened
80s
in
cartoon
1989.
series were most like?
Live a day like it's 1989, and we'll tell you which 80s cartoon series you were most like. Posted September 6, 2019 on BuzzFeed Rewind, again by Brian Galindo. He's providing a lot of our content today.
Thank you to that person.
So, how do we begin this? What are we doing?
You just scroll down, I think.
Okay, so yeah, we start with pick a TV show to watch with your family. A Different World, Family Ties, Who's the Boss, Mr. Belvedere, Full House, 227, Perfect Strangers, The Golden Girls, and America's Funniest Home
Full
Videos.
House.
I mean, I've literally watched all of these.
Yeah, I'm going with Full House.
And it does say to watch with your family. I know we've watched that together as a family.
I say
We
my
all
other
have different
picks.
things.
No.
I think you went too far down. It was a little, yeah, Star Trek.
My other picks were Golden Girls or America's Funniest Home Videos, but I'll go Full House.
Sorry.
I'm going to go with Perfect Strangers.
You do that.
What song are you taping off? It says tapping.
Yes,
Pretty sure
it
it meant tape. Considering there's a Maxell audio cassette behind it. That was my preferred brand of audio cassette to make my recordings. Are you recording The Best by Tina Turner? Simply the best. Love Shack by the... I'm not singing all these. I just embarrassed myself. Love Shack by the B-52s. Interestingly enough, Cactus Jack's Bang Bang came from one time he did a move, and then when he got up, he had that song stuck in his head, so he did the Bang Bang on the door baby line from it, but just the Bang Bang stuck.
Nice.
Hangin' Tough by New Kids on the Block, My Prerogative by Bobby Brown, Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode, Straight Up by Paula Abdul, Eternal Flame by the Bangles, Like a Prayer by Madonna, Buffalo Stance by Nana Cherry. We saw that video. Right?
I'll go Madonna.
I was a fan
I
of
went
all these
Madonna as
songs.
well.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm going back to me in the 80s. I'm gonna go Straight Up by Paul Abdul because I was a big Paul Abdul fan. Nowadays, maybe Like a Prayer would be my choice, but all good songs. That's what I'm kind of doing, even with Perfect. I liked all those shows, but I was a big Perfect Strangers fan, so I'm kind of dipping into what I would have been like in '89. You know, It's not modern Maddie. This is old school Maddie. Which movie are you most excited to see in theaters? Well, I saw Batman in theaters. Not National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Not Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Not Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I didn't see Back to the Future Part 2 in theaters. I saw Part 3. I didn't see The Little Mermaid in theaters. Nor Look Who's Talking. I did see Ghostbusters 2 in theaters. And Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure I did not see in theaters. I've seen all these movies. They're all good. To be fair, once I saw them both within a few weeks of each other, I preferred Ghostbusters 2 to Batman. However, going into it, I was probably more excited for Batman, so I'm going to go Batman.
I think I'm with y'all.
We have done we've done a commentary episode for Batman on the podcast. Which trend are you rocking? Reebok pumps. I never had any pumps. Scrunchies. I didn't have long enough hair back then for scrunchies. Guess logo clothing. Oversized denim jackets. I had those Batman Chuck Taylors. I'm not gonna lie, I did multiple pairs of them. So I guess that's gonna be my answer. I used to wear bicycle shorts under my jeans because I had like cut up jeans. I needed something to wear under them. Neon T-shirts, acid wash jeans, and parachute pants. So I got to go with the Batman shoes because I actually have
I'll
those.
go with the denim jacket.
I feel like I have to go with Scrunchies, just because that's something I've been out.
Again, pick a Nintendo game to play. I've played all of these. I still own multiple. Well, okay, it's Final Fantasy, but still.
Yeah, probably Final Fantasy.
I'm not sure if Final Fantasy was out in '89 in the U.S. It came out in '90 in the U.S. So I'm a little torn here. In 1989, I couldn't have played Final Fantasy, but it's my favorite Nintendo game, so I feel like I have to choose it. The other choices, of course, are Mega Man 2, Super Mario Bros. 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, the arcade game, Super Mario Bros. 3, DuckTales, Double Dragon, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, and Punch-Out. All great games. I mean,
Yeah, the other one I'll pick is Mega Man 2.
you can't go wrong.
That'd be my second choice.
Punch-Out might be my second choice.
Punch-Out would be my third
Punch-Out's
choice.
really fun. I love Mega Man 2.
And then probably Mario 3.
Mega Man 3 is my favorite Mega Man game.
And then maybe Adventure of Link.
Alright, you already done the quiz?
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you speed run?
Wow.
Be good.
Which brand? This is why you're just a guest. Which brand new album is going to be the first CD you ever buy? God, I don't know what the first. I think the Poison CD might have been the first CD that my parents bought. The one with Every Rose Has Its Thorn on it.
Uh huh.
But I don't know what the first I personally bought was. But I'll try. Rhythm Nation by Janet Jackson. Pretty Hate Machine by Nine Inch Nails. That was out in '89. Paul's Boutique by Beastie Boys. I'm not sure it's Disintegrating or something by The Cure. Like a Prayer by Madonna. Full Moon Forever by Tom Petty. Doolittle by the Pixies. 3 Feet High and Rising by De La Soul. And the Batman soundtrack by Prince.
Okay, well, I picked Madonna earlier. I'll go Batman this time.
I was gonna say that's
I'm
like the
torn
only one of
between
these
the two.
CDs that I've ever personally got. I still have it up there in the round metal case. Let's see if I can pull it down real quick. Yep. Come here, baby.
Oh no!
Oh, it didn't fall all the way. Hold on, I'm gonna get it out. It's so small, it barely fits on the shelf.
I thought it almost was
Here we
full.
go.
You open it up, it's a shattered now.
No, that's a metal case, and there's a foam insert in there to hold it
Made
in.
in England.
Daddy.
Nowadays, I would pick De La Soul, but I wasn't a De La Soul fan in '89, and I do have the Like a Prayer album up there.
I'm torn, but I'm going with
I don't think I have. I mean, I'm a Tom Petty fan, but I don't have that particular album.
No
So yeah, I
shit.
gotta go Batman.
Oh, I don't like this next question.
Finally, pick a classic '80s movie to rent: The Princess Bride, The Breakfast Club, Labyrinth, Dirty Dancing, The Empire Strikes Back, The Goonies, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Ghostbusters, or Back to the Future.
This is a tough one, but I'm going Princess
All
Bride.
fantastic movies. You know, we've done a commentary for Labyrinth. It was one of my mom's favorite movies. I saw The Goonies in theaters.
Alexa's like, gosh darn it, which one do I pick?
Of course, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I love The Princess Bride, Dirty Dancing, one of my wife's favorite movies, one of my mom's favorite movies. Great movie. E.T. was the first movie I saw in
I
theaters.
totally thought E.T. was 90s.
E.T. was 80. Let's see, 82.
Good for
It
it!
was the year before Jedi.
Good for it!
Get the fuck out! 90s? What?
I don't pay attention to
Have you never heard me say it was the first movie I saw in theaters? You think I didn't go to a movie until I was 11?
No, it never clicked in my head.
We should get some Reese's Pieces.
Anyway, I'm going to choose Empire Strikes Back, and there's a story behind that because back when videotape rentals were in their infancy, and it was $50 for a membership, and then an extra $25 to be able to rent 2 movies at a time. My parents got that membership, and Empire Strikes Back was the first movie they rented, so I'm going with Empire Strikes Back as a tribute to
Very
that.
I went
nice.
Princess Bride.
I still can't make a decision.
Everybody should know what movie I
I'm
want.
yeah.
Well,
I'm
Dancing.
torn between 3 of them.
But The Breakfast Club was on there too, so you...
I know.
But
I
for
was
the sake of
bored.
diversity, I'll go Labyrinth.
It'd definitely be either between the Princess Bride and
Okay,
Empire
so
Strikes
revealing
Back.
the results. Live a day like it's 1989, and we'll tell you which 80s cartoon series you are most like. I got He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I spent so much time, not in '89,
Very
but
nice.
in the early '80s, I spent a lot of time watching that show.
Your mother loved that show. Who did you get Dylan? That cat.
I figured you were going on
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been going.
You want to read your
more
description,
age.
though?
Yeah, I was.
You want to read your description?
Good.
Oh,
I was just letting.
you're charismatic, creative, and also ooze self-confidence. True. There's nothing you can't achieve through hard work and determination, which is why your friends look up to you.
Okay, I got Jim.
Nice.
It says, you're pretty much the definition of fabulous, caring, stylish, and cool. Which is why your friends all envy you and secretly want to be you.
I also got Jim, which to be fair is probably the only proper choice.
It's interesting how you and
the
I
only
match up a
appropriate
lot.
answer.
And I got Thundercats.
Oh,
Nice.
You're charming.
Thundercats! Oh!
You're charming, cool, and a natural born leader, which is way people naturally gravitate towards you. I think that's supposed to be why.
Which is way, people!
Nice.
Was that it?
Yes.
I got He-Man both for furries.
Alright, Alex.
How about you one of mine?
We should probably go your other trivia quiz to mix things up, because we know
Alright.
when we get back to Gob, it's going to be another personality quiz.
Alright, so we've got a Taylor Swift trivia quiz.
Oh boy.
It's an easy quiz.
Oh boy.
It's gonna
So this is also from BuzzFeed, from May
Yes.
17th, 2023, a latecomer. This moderately easy Taylor Swift quiz will reveal your Swiftie level. 0. Maybe like 1.
Wow.
89.
I'd say like a 5 out of 10.
This
because
is by
that keeps on
somebody
rambling on
who
to me.
doesn't actually have a real name, but just an
Maybe
internet
a
handle.
7.
Speak Now 2524.
Alright.
What is Taylor Swift's second album?
I know the answer.
We know you know the answer. So
We
like
know
the
you
Barbie
know
quiz,
every
like the
Taylor
Barbie quiz.
Swiftie.
we'll go
Okay,
to you
okay. I don't know
last.
every answer.
Her second album, the options are Evermore, 1989, Red, or Fearless. I know it's not 1989.
I'll go Red.
I think Red's too recent to be second. So
Is Red recent? I don't remember.
I think it's more recent than second album. My guess is Fearless.
Okay.
Mom, do you have a guess?
Bobby. I just want to high dive.
I'll go with Fearless like that.
Y'all are correct. It is Fearless. The first having been Taylor Swift. Third was Speak Now. Red is number 4. 1989 is number 5. Evermore, that makes Evermore 9. Because that was right before Midnight, which is 10.
Fearless was her second album released in 2008. She released Fearless, Taylor's version, in 2021.
I have that one.
White Horse.
Yeah, that's one of the songs.
Behold a Pale Horse. From which album is the song Mine? Speak Now, Folklore, Red, or Reputation?
Reputation.
Alex just listed when the albums were. I feel like Mine's an early song, but maybe I'm wrong.
I'll go
Red.
Speak Now.
Mom is correct to Speak Now. I only know it because she recently teased this Mine Taylor's version.
I just,
Correct. Mine is from her Speak Now album. Taylor released Speak Now, Taylor's version, in July 2023.
July 7th.
That's, well, it's already July as the time this podcast goes up. We're actually recording it on the last day of Pride Month.
Nice.
LGBTQIA Pride Month, of course.
Yes.
Apparently July is Disability Pride Month, so
Nice.
shout out to all our disabled listeners.
Yes.
Which album was released in 2014?
Oh, Red.
Lover.
I'm gonna keep on
It's
going Red.
89, right?
I think so.
I'm gonna keep on going Red.
I know it's
think
that,
Red was
I know it's
2012.
that era.
Damn it, this isn't the trivia I know. I
And
know
Lover
the trivia
is
of, like,
number 7.
I don't know.
Give me some Taylor Swift drama
Yeah.
trivia. That's all Alex
I
wants to
have
know.
1989. You and I, we got that at Toys R Us too. And there were 13 Polaroids
We
in
also
it.
have the Ryan Adams cover album
Yes.
of the entire album.
Yes.
Wasn't there like a Taylor Swift CD or something? Me and Daddy had to go all the way to like High Point or somewhere to get.
No,
for
that was
you?
One Direction.
Oh, was that the One Direction? Well,
Yeah.
I just know that we
Red
had to
was the
drive
era
like
she
an
dated
hour to
Harry
get
Styles.
something.
Yeah, you and me and my mom went there after we got tattooed one night. Good times, good times.
It wasn't planned originally
It'll
either.
never happen again, unfortunately. To which song does this lyric belong? With you I dance in a storm in my best dress. I don't think it's from Love Story.
You belong
This
with
is a song I haven't listened to
Not
a lot, but I know which one it
me.
is.
I'm gonna guess
I'm gonna go
Fearless.
Fearless.
It is Fearless, because she says Fearless right after that line, I'm pretty sure.
Makes sense. With you I
Yeah.
dance in a storm in my best dress. Fearless. From which album is the song August?
Evermore.
It's not 1989. I'm gonna go Red.
Why does it have to
Evermore.
be
Taylor's version.
in
So
Yeah,
I'm going
Red
Red.
Taylor's
I'm
version.
going Red Transvestite.
Is it folklore?
I was gonna say, I'm not 100%
Oh,
sure.
she doesn't know. She doesn't know.
Yeah, because I mix up these two a little bit. They release like back to back,
I'm gonna go
unknowingly.
Folklore.
Evermore.
Same year. I think the one is correct with
Folklore.
Evermore.
Folklore. Folklore.
It was
Folklore.
folklore. I apologize. Like I said, I get those two mixed up. They were released very close together, unannounced, middle of 2020. During both in 2020.
All right. From which song is the lyric? It's you and me. That's my whole world. It could be Lover, Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, Soon You'll Get Better, or Cruel
That's a
Summer.
long time.
My guess is
Americana
Lover,
and
but it's
Heartbreak
strictly a
I was
guess.
gonna say that last song is very sad. I don't like it.
I'll go Love.
Like good song, but it's
Lover is my guess for this question.
Mom, do you have a guess? Pretty sure it's Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince.
Okay, you didn't even give her a chance to guess.
She seemed to be shaking her head.
I saw no head shake. Yep. It's you and me and that's my whole world. They whisper in the hallway. She's a bad, bad girl from Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince from the album Lover.
Yes.
So I feel like I get partial credit for that.
I really like that song.
From which album is the song Dancing with Our Hands Tied? Taylor Swift, Midnights, Reputation, or Speak Now, Transvestite Edition? It says TV. I know.
You know it's Taylor's version.
It's boring to say that.
Reputation.
Midnight.
Wait, what was? I'm sorry.
Dancing with Our Hands Tied.
I'm gonna go Midnight.
I'll go Reputation.
Y'all are correct with Reputation.
Woo woo.
Oprah, baby. And from which album is the song Long Story Short? Midnights, Folklore, Evermore, or Reputation?
Evermore.
Midnights.
Reputation.
I'm going to have to say I'm not sure because it's the albums I get mixed up. I think it's Evermore though this time.
Evermore.
I think it's Evermore this
It
time.
was Evermore.
Nice.
Collectively, we got 7 out of 8. We're somewhat a Swiftie.
With Mom's answers, we would have gotten 8 out
Damn
of
it,
8.
you know what I just realized we need?
Yeah, with mommies we would
We
have
need a
got
Tom
8 out
Hanks
of 8.
quiz and a Pedro Pascal quiz.
Damn it! We didn't get the
Lexi?
Hollywood Daddies quiz.
Lexi, I think you've played enough God darn Taylor Swift. I have started knowing this.
Good. You should know it.
No.
Just like we should know what Taylor Swift eras we are.
I so get tired of listening to Taylor Swift, but apparently I paid attention enough.
Which is interesting because she shouldn't even really Like, I don't know how you get the albums. I'm just hitting random songs.
Because sometimes it will show like the album cover on the song. And
well, if you come
so.
into my room and you see.
You play it on the TV.
Yeah, while we're
in the
doing other
kitchen.
things and you're behind the cabinets.
I pay attention. Even if it doesn't look like I'm paying
That's only
attention, I'm paying attention.
Sometimes I do have it going off my phone, which is usually locked. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I have the Daddy's quiz, the Tom Hanks quiz, the Pedro Pascal quiz, and which Pedro Pascal character are you most compatible
We
with?
have to do this one that you just opened.
So we're set. Well, actually, we need to go to one of Dylan's quizzes first, though, to be fair. So, Dylan, would you like to,
Can I do that Mario Party one?
I'm fine with that if Dylan's fine with it.
Yeah, I'm good with anything.
Okay, cool. Mario Party.
Mario Kart.
No, Mario Party.
Mario Kart.
It's a Mario Party.
Who'd be your party pal? You can take the quiz. So, it's another 5-question quiz.
Yep.
Is it this one?
Tell you what, no.
Goodness gracious!
Those are my quizzes still. These are Dylan's quizzes down here.
It's near the bottom.
He just responded to the same text where I sent you guys I think it's this one.
Alright.
Is this another personality quiz?
Yes.
I'm so
We're
tired
doing
of
a bunch of
I
personalities.
hate these things.
How would you dress to impress at
These
a party?
options suck.
I like them.
My cleanest pair of overalls, a beautiful dress, spiked accessories, green and white from head to toe. I'll wear the overalls.
Oh, a beautiful dress.
What would you bring to the party? Nothing. I'd be the host. Cake. My attitude. Egg salad.
Bring a cake.
My attitude. How would you get the party started? I'd be the first person there because it's my party. I'd walk down the red carpet and make a big entrance. I'd crash the party because I wasn't invited. I'd beeline to the snack table.
As much as I
Snack
want to say
tables.
crash snack table.
Which
You and I are the
minigame
same
would you
so
want
far.
at the party? Which minigame would you want? Trike harder, can take pancake, slapperossi, or penguin pushers? I'm not a big fan of any of those games.
I don't know
Slapperozzi.
what that
I like
pancake one is,
Slapperozzi.
but I'm
I'm gonna go with the
interested.
pancake one because I like pancakes.
This is what Super
How would you
Mario
wrap
Party-
things up? I'd stick around to help clean up. I'd hand out the party favors. I'd make a scene and refuse to leave. I'd take all the leftovers.
Taking leftovers.
Yep.
I'll help clean up.
I think you and I are probably the same. No, we're not.
We're not.
Oh my god. Can we
Guys,
change
We
like
made
Guys,
one
hold up.
different choice.
My party pal would be peaches, peaches.
I have the same thing you have.
Oh no. I'm also Peach. So.
How about this? I'm having a good time. We've still got a lot of quizzes. Why don't we come back on the next episode and do some more quizzes? And we can start off with Tom Hanks, Pedro Pascal, and the Hollywood Daddies.
Alright.
Alright, so come back next time when the conversation and the quizzes will continue. But until then, I am and will continue to be Maddie.
Lexi.
Dylan.
Casey.
Danny.
And this is Lexi Concluded.
Bye.
Bye.